Wow, it finally happened. A $10 multi-tool that is worth carrying. Wow. Welcome. This is Everyday Comfort, where we want to help make you comfortable and for you to be in a place to have other people be comfortable. Today we're going to go through a new $10 multi-tool, the Flissa 16-in-1. If you followed me in some of my other videos, you would see that I've been trying to get one, a very inexpensive EDC. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I have collected, that I've tried, that I've used. I also was looking for a multi-tool. Now there are a number of multi-tools on Amazon and other places that have 4-star. Oh wow, that have 4-star or higher ratings. Guess what? I tried 3 of them. I tried the Fangu, the Ruri, the something else that I can't pronounce. They were awful. They couldn't cut. The saws were basically dull. The files were non-existent. But I think this Flissa 16-in-1 may be the ticket. Now, it's not going to be as good as this Roxxon or the Farmer X or the Leather Wave or even this Byberry, but it's going to be pretty darn good for $10. Let me tell you about it. This is the Flissa 16-in-1. It comes with a very nice case that you can put it in. It's not bad, it's just a one-way case, but it's not awful. I tend to prefer the cloth ones versus the leather ones these days because they tend to stretch out more. Now, with this tool, of course, you have your pliers there. They're spring-loaded. They work pretty darn well, actually. This is a hard piece of plastic. I'm gonna put this in there, and then it cuts right through that pretty easy. Then I have some cordage here. You can see that there's a place that X has a stripper. So I'm gonna see if I can strip this cordage in here. It works well, but not super well. Seems that it did kind of cut there. Let me try it one more time. This might be just a little, I missed it. Done it a little too much there. And then, oh, I guess it's not gonna work after all. I thought it was gonna work, but it's pretty darn close. It seems like it just cut through it all. So maybe it's not gonna be great for that, but this is it. I've tried it on a bolt and it seems to be able to turn the bolt really well. Now, the tools that it has, interesting tools. It has your typical blade here, and it's a fairly decent blade. Out of the box, here's just some notebook paper. It's fairly, let me do it again here. Yep, it's probably better at towards the back end than the front end on this one. It cuts fairly well. It is locking, so you push that to unlock it and bring it back. Then it has some other, let me adjust this here. It has some other tools here that are pretty nice. This is your little screwdriver. Oops. Next to it is your ubiquitous can opener, bottle opener, and this could be like a little pry or screwdriver too. On the other side, it's got some nice scissors, and these scissors work well, but not great. They aren't the greatest scissors in the world, but they do tend to work pretty well. Here's some small cordage here. It does work that. And then here's some, I'll try it just one more time. Cut through some paper. And I'm gonna cut through a little bit of cloth here. This is a little bit of cloth here. So it does cut things pretty well. Well, let's go for the cordage here. A lot of people like to do that. Let me just twist it around like that. It's pretty darn good. So you have scissors and knives that are okay out of the box that tend to work really well. That tend to work well. I wouldn't say really well, but well. And since they're all locking, I always like to see that. On the other side, or what we have on the other side is a saw. I tried the saw outside on like a little limb. It does work well. It's kind of weirdly shaped, but it does work. I would question long-term how much it will work. Then you have a Phillips head screwdriver, which is very nice. Then this is the actual pry bar, can opener with it. And then on this side is a file. The file isn't useless, but it is almost useless. And on the other side of the file is basically a useless measuring piece. It'd be great if this had, although it probably end up costing more, a diamond file on the other side. That would be fantastic. Like I said, it's a $10 piece of multi-tool, so we can't expect it to have everything engraved. When I first saw this, I think I saw this maybe 6 months ago on back HVAC budget. And when I first saw this a few months ago, it was on HVAC budget. It was costing, I think, $15 or $16 at that time. Now it's $10. It's definitely worth the $10. It's probably even worth the $15, but the $10 is definitely worth. This is for someone who is starting in EC collection. It can also be used for someone who's new into scouting, upper level teenager, needs something for scouting. This would be good for this. If they lose this, you aren't going to be too out of whack versus having a wave or even a $40 piece of Roxanne or Swiss Army knife or buying because this is $10 and it does work well. It'll probably get them through a few seasons. So yes, I highly recommend the Flissa 16-in-1, $10. Do not expect it to be great, but expect it to be good. This is Everyday Comfort. See you in the future.